Allah knows best, ginawa ko po yung napasabot ng ating mga bayan. O kung ano'y nakapagsalita sa inyo ng makakasakit ng damdamin nyo, humingi po ko ng paumanin. At Reverend, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Jazakumullah khair. Takbir mga kapatid.
Allahu Akbar.
Sir, mamaya po, after the presentation, ulitin ka lang po yung tanong ko. Chapter 4, 157. And because of their saying, we killed Messiah, Jesus, the messenger of Allah, they killed him not, nor crucified him, but the resemblance of Jesus was put over another man, and they killed that man. So ito po yung question ko. They put the resemblance of Jesus in this man, and they killed that man. The question po is, bakit yung tao na to, naipako sa krus? Supposed to be si Jesus siya, di ba? We killed the Messiah. Supposed to be si Jesus siya. Kala nila si Jesus siya. Mamaya po, ang tanong ko lang po, sabi po dito, but they killed him not, nor crucified him, but the resemblance of Jesus was put to another man, nilagay ko yung resemblance sa another man, and they killed the man. So, bakit po? Ano po yung ginawa ni Jesus? Kasi po pagkakaintindi ko ganito. Ako si Jesus, may ginawa ako. May dito crucify ako, bago ka crucify, nakipagpalit ako. The question is, ano yung ginawa ko before para mapako sa cross? Pero later na po yun.
Anong ginawa ko before?
Ulitin ko po. Ako po si Jesus. Ito po, itanong ko po. Kung ako po si Jesus, may ginawa ko. They said, they killed the Messiah. We killed the Messiah. So, bago po siya mapako, ang ginawa po ni Allah, kumuha ng isang tao, pinalitan ng anyo na magmumukha sa Jesus, yun po yung pinako sa krus. The question po, ano po yung ginawa ni Jesus before para ipako po sa krus yung pagkatao na yun? Kasi po, ang evidence lang po, alam ko, kaya po ipinako po yun dahil blasphemy. So, yun po.
Okay, Simin, hindi ko lang ha.
Sige pa.
Ano ang dahilan kung bakit ipapako si Kristo? Ganun ba? Dapat nga, sana dapat siyang mapapako. Ano yung ginawa niya? Bakit siya ipapako? Okay.
Tuloy na po ako sa presentation. Okay. 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 We're talking about perfect preservation. Perfect preservation. One argument po na narinig ko sa Muslim is the Quran is the only preserved scripture from God. From the mouth of Muhammad, from our book we are holding right now, the only preserved scripture from God. Sabi nila, the Old Testament was corrupted, the New Testament was corrupted. So ito lang po yung hawak natin. Okay, let us continue. Okay. Let us continue. So, ang una po natin titignan dito, is sino po ba ang nag-compile ng Quran? Sino po ba ang nag-compile ng Quran? Sino po bang nag-decide para buuin yung Quran? And ano po yung event na nangyayari noon para buuin nila yung Quran? So, I'm going to Sahih Bukhari, the most authentic book of Hadith. So, we consider this Sahih. No error from transmission from dun sa taong nakarinig. Okay, sir. Okay, narrated by Zaid bin Thabit. Abu Bakr assisted sent for me when the people of Yamama had been killed and found Umar bin Al-Khattab sitting with him. Abu Bakr then said, Umar has come to me and said, casualties were heavy among the Quran of the Quran. So we're talking about the people who knew the Quran by heart. And on the day of the battle of Yamama, and I'm afraid that more casualties may take place among the Qur'an of the other battlefields, whereby a large part of the Quran may be lost. So sinasabi niya, a large part of the Quran may be lost. Therefore, I suggest you, Abu Bakr, order that the Quran be collected. I said to Umar, how can you do something which Allah's apostle did not do? So clear po tayo doon, hindi po si Muhammad ang nag-compile ng Quran, according kay Sahih Bukhari. Umar said, by Allah, that is a good project. Umar kept on urging me to accept this proposal till Allah opened my chest for it and I began to realize the good in the idea which Umar has realized. Okay po. So, ano pong nangyari? Okay. That's next slide po. Sorry. Hudhaifa bin al-Yaman came to Uthman at that time when the people of Sham and the people of Iraq were waging war to conquer Armenia and Azerbaijan. Hudhaifa was afraid of their differences in the recitation of the Quran. So said to Uthman, O chief of the believers, Uthman is the third caliph, save this nation before they differ about the book as Jews and Christians did before. So Uthman sent a message to Hafsa, send us the manuscripts of the Quran so that we may compile the Quran materials in perfect copies and return the manuscripts to you. Hafsa sent it to Uthman. Uthman then ordered Zain bin Thabit, Abdullah bin Uzubair, Sa'id bin Al-As, and Abdur Rahman bin Harith bin Hisham to rewrite the manuscripts in perfect copies. Uthman said to the three Qurayshi men, in case you disagree with Zaid bin Thabit on any point in the Quran, then write it in the dialect of the Quraysh, and the Quran was revealed in their tongue. They did so, and when they had written many copies, Uthman returned the original manuscripts to Hafsa. Uthman sent every Muslim province one copy of what they had copied and ordered that all Quranic materials, whether written in fragmentary manuscripts or whole copies, be burned. So yung hawak po sa inyo ngayon is gawa po nung time ni Uthman nila sa Ibn Thabit. Ngayon, ang tanong po dito, nung tinanong si Muhammad, Abdullah bin Amir mentioned Abdullah bin Masud, and I said, I shall ever love that man, for I heard the Prophet saying, take or learn the Quran from four. Apat na taong tinanong. Kanino namin dapat mapag-aralan ng Quran? Number 4, apat na taong binanggit niya. And unang-unang taong pumasok sa isip niya, Abdullah bin Masud, Salim, Muadhai, and Ubay bin Ka'b. So anong nangyari? So the first person is Masud. Anong sabi ng Masud na natanggap niya, copy ng Uthman? O you Muslim people, avoid copying the mushaf and the recitation of this man. Yung hawak niyo po ngayon. By Allah, when I accepted Islam, he would but in the loins of a disbelieving man, meaning Zaid bin Thabit. And it was regarding this that Abdullah bin Masud said, O people of all Iraq, keep the musahif that are with you and conceal them. So, ulitin ko po nung natanggap ni Masud, this is the first person na nakuha niya yung Quran. Anong sabi niya? O Muslim, avoid copying the recitation of this man. At nung hinihingi ni Uthman na lahat ng copy sa fragments or whole copies to be burned, anong sabi niya? Conceal them. Itago nyo.
Can I interrupt first? Meron ka ba nabasa dyan na si Uthman ang sinasabihan po regarding this man?
Sorry po?
Meron ka bang mababasa dyan? Sino po ang sinasabing avoid copying the mushaf from this man? Sino pong man yun? Sino po yun?
Si Zaid bin Thabit po.
Zaid bin Thabit?
Opo.
Meaning Zaid bin Thabit? Siya po
Siya po yung kanina po, pinakita ko, yung ginopalit ko,
okay.
kasama po siya sa unang tao. So, yun po, keep those silent and conceal them. Okay. So, anong reason? Anong reason for the first person na pumasok sa isip ni Muhammad na dapat matutunan ng Quran from? Anong reason para sabihin niya, avoid copying the mushaf and the recitation of this man and conceal them, don't burn them, conceal them. Okay. Ngayon, ito po yung naging problema ng compilation of the Quran. One of the problems is Sahih Muslim, second most authentic. Abu Harbi Abu Aswad reported on the authority of his father that Abu Musa al-Hajish sent for the reciters of Basra. They came to him and they were 300 in number. They recited the Quran and said, you are the best among the inhabitants of Basra, for you are the reciters among them. So continue to recite it, but bear in mind that you are reciting for a long time may harden your hearts as were hardened the hearts of those before you. We used to recite a surah which resembled in length and severity to Surah Bara. Surah Bara is chapter 9. Chapter 9.
Surah Bara is chapter 9? No.
Chapter...
Wait, I don't know.
Okay. I have, however, forgotten it with the exception of this, which I remembered of it. If there was 2 valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for a 3rd valley, and nothing would fill the stomach of the son of Adam but dust. So, wala na po yun sa Quran. Then, nagbanggit pa po siya ng dalawa, and we used to recite a surah, which resembled one of the surah of the Musabihat, and I have forgotten it, but out of it, O people you believe, why do you say that which you do not practice well? Yung dalawang verses sinabi niya, yes, nasa Quran na po. Pero yung isa sinabi niya, wala na po. Next, Umar said, Ubay was the best of us in the recitation. Yet we leave some of what he recites. Ubay says, I have taken it from the mouth of Allah's apostle, and will not leave anything, whatever, for it. So this is from Ubay was the best kanila sa recitation. And yet, hindi niya iiwanan yung narinig niya kay Allah, narinig niya kay Muhammad. Hindi niya papayag na mawala yun. Okay? Next is another one. Ito po yung malaking problema ng compilation ng Quran. Okay, number one, sa Bukhari again. Allah sent Muhammad with the truth and revealed the holy book to him. Among what Allah revealed was the verse of Rajam. It is the stoning of married person, male and female. And yes, meron po tayong sahih na nakalagay kung paano ito i-implement. Okay, who commits illegal sexual intercourse, and we did recite the verse and understood and memorized it. Allah's apostle did carry out the punishment of stoning, and so we did after him. I am afraid that after a long time has passed, somebody will say, by Allah, we do not find the verse of the Rajam in Allah's book, and thus they will go astray by leaving an obligation which Allah has given. Yun ba yung last ko? So, yun po yung regarding dun sa unang-una na sinasabi na the Quran was perfectly preserved. Well, I've shown you na may nawawala po sa Quran. Okay. Pero, may mga sabi pa po ako, but to be fair, this say, no error from transmission. To be fair lang po, kinuha ko lang yung 6 top 6 books lang po yung ginamit ko. Para fair naman po. Okay. Next, I will be presenting.
Can I make some clarification para naman mas maintindihan? Kasi you bombarded me of jumble presentation. Hindi ko mag-gets kung ano talaga ang gusto mong ipunto. Can I have something, hindi naman to cross-exam para ipiting ka. Ano talaga ang problema mo sa Quran? Kasi hindi ko mag-gets. Are you telling me na mali ang Quran kasi may kulang? Ano yung kulang? Alam mo ba yung kabuuan ng Quran? Para mo masabing kulang, dapat alam mo kung ano yung kabuuan ng Quran. At mayroon ka bang mapapakita sa amin na ang Quran na meron kami ngayon ay kakaiba-ibang Quran na meron kami? Because we have only one Quran, brethren. So ano talaga ang problema mo sa Quran? Are you telling me these things na kaya ka hindi naniniwala sa Quran? Ay, bakit?
Hindi nga po hinihingi ng clarification.
Apo, para maging malinaw din presentation namin. Kung saan kita sasagutin. Kasi medyo parang maging fair sa akin. Kasi binato mo ko kasi ganito, kasi ganyan, kasi ganito. Diba? Para tayong mag-asawa na nag-aaway ngayon. Kasi ganito ka eh. Hindi ka marunong magluto. Hindi ka marunong magplatsa. Pinapabayaan mo ko. Hindi ka malambing. Saan ka tatagot eh? Diba? Doon muna. Malambing ba ako o hindi? Para maging ano. Gusto kasi maging capsulize kasi I want to answer you once by one. Kaya lang, siyempre, sa bilis mo magsalita, sa bilis ng presentation mo, parang hindi naman fair sa akin. Ano talaga? Capsulize mo. Anong problema mo sa Quran?
Hindi na po. Yung argument niya po na yun. Yung nga po yung narinig ko na parang...
So you do not believe that Quran was preserved?
Yun po yung nasa
Hindi ka naniniwala na ang Quran ay na-preserve. So the Quran was corrupted. Ganun mo ba?
Hindi po siya totally na kumpleto.
Kumpleto. Bakit po? Ano po ang mga kulang?
Ayun nga po, pinakita ko na po yung...
Tulad ng surah Rajab.
Hindi po, yung mga nawawalang verse po.
Tulad ng?
Yung kanina po.
Parang?
Hindi, in length lang po yun. In length. Ibig sabihin ko, may nawawala na buong chapter na sihaba ng surah.
Can you read that chapter again? Nawawala yung chapter na yun.
recite a surah which resemble in length and severity to Surah Bara. I, however, forgotten with the exception of which I remember out of it. Okay, sir, if makikita niyo po, kung mahahanap niyo po itong verse na to sa Quran po, na naaalala niya, na may chapter ganito.
Okay, clear ko lang ha.
Sige po.
Do you believe na yung salitang if there were two valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for a third valley? Do you believe that is the part of the Quran? Do you
Yes, sir.
really believe that?
From his statement po.
Really? Do you really believe that? Because I'll tell you, very familiar ang Muslim sa verse na yan.
Ano po? Sige.
So are you sure? Talagang naniniwala ka, nanindigan ka na yan ay part ng Quran.
Ako.
Okay, thank you
Pero
very
yun
much.
po, siya naman po hindi naman po
Go, go,
nagsabi.
go.
So
Okay.
I mean, I'm just pointing to the
Walang
evidence.
problema.
Wala naman po kasi siya po nagsabi nun.
Yes.
Okay po. Sinasabi niya lang po na may nawawalang chapter, ito po yung naalala kong verse, and yet hindi na makita.
Sino po nagsabi?
Si Abu Harbi Abu Aswad.
Okay. Alaswad. Abu Harbi?
Abu Harbi
Okay.
Abu Aswad.
Okay.
Okay, next po tayo. Actually, biblical prophecy sana, pero mamaya na siya para sa
Yeah?
mamaya na po yung biblical prophecy. Okay, literary excellence. Literary excellence, this already, this is an argument also na kailangan kong maliwanagan. According to Allah Himself, if you are in doubt concerning which we have sent down to our slave Muhammad, then produce a surah of the like thereof and call your witnesses beside Allah and if you are truthful. So what do I mean here? One of the argument na gusto kong maliwanagan dahil po ang hamon po ni Allah po sa mga disbelievers is hindi po sila kayang gumawa ng a chapter ng Quran. Okay. And mamaya po ano na lang po sa akin kung ito po yun. Verily, we have granted you a paradise. Verily, we have granted you a river in paradise. Therefore, turn in prayer to your Lord and sacrifice. For he who makes you angry, he will be cut off. So, what I'm trying to point out here is
Ano pong chapter yan?
chapter 109.
109?
Tama ba? Ano?
Well, ikaw dapat ang...
Chapter 109 po.
Kasi yan ang hirap.
Chapter 109.
Okay.
So, I mean, ito pong punto ko. The challenge is for the disbelievers to make something like this. Nakukuha niyo po. The challenge to disbelievers na sinasabi na Allah, you could not make something like this. A chapter like this. So, doon po nagsimula yung literary excellence na sinasabi ko niya.
Thank you very much.
Okay po? Ako po? Actually, ito po yung komento ko. It started big. Sinasabi niya, hindi mo kaya gumawa ng libro ito. After that, naging maliit. Hindi mo nga, if you could try, you could not even make 10 chapters of it. Tapos doon, lumiit pa. If you can try, you cannot even make 1 chapter of it. Okay po?
Okay.
Maliwanag naman po. Maliwanag po. Okay, ito na po yan. If you are in doubt concerning that we have sent our slave, then produce a surah of the like thereof and your witnesses beside the
Brother, para maging fair sa atin, anong sura yun?
Surah 109.
Hindi po eh. Ang sura al-109, al-kafirun. Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun, la a'budu ma ta'budun, wa la antum 'abiduna ma a'budu.
Surah 108.
So siya, memorize po namin kung anong sura.
Sige.
Anong po
Surah
sura?
108 po.
So 108. Are you sure?
Yes.
Anong pangalan po ng sura?
Ay, makapasan.
Ang sura al-108 ay al-Kawthar. Inna ataynaka al-Kawthar, fasalli li rabbika wanhar, inna shani'aka. Oh, pati sister, alam na alam yung sura 108. Please be fair with us, brother. Mali ang sura 108. Tama? Okay, anong 108 ito? Okay.
Okay na po.
Then tama. So anong may arguments mo rito?
Yun po yung arguments ko.
Hindi yung kanina, yung 109.
Hindi po, 183 po yun. Sorry po, 83 po yun. Sige po.
The word angry. Are you sure may word angry sa Surah Al-Kawthar?
Analytical translation po yun.
Hilalin ka? Meron ako hilalin ka. Ito hilalin ka. Brother, hindi kita ini-interrupt ha. Gusto ko lang maging fair.
Sige po.
Yan ang hirap na ikay nagre-rely sa internet. Pag masyado kang nag-rely na internet, ganyan ang mangyayari sa'yo. Wala pong salitang ang angry, ang angry sa Arabic ay agad kung di ako nagkakamali. Walang angry sa Arabic. Hilaliin ka, hilaliin ka, my friend. Ha? Yes. Ang angry ay, well, hindi po, walang angry sa sural kauta. Therefore, turn in prayer to Lord and sacrifice. For He has, please, be fair with us. Anyway, pasensya na.
Okay lang po, okay lang.
Para maging clear sa akin kasi ang dami na baka mamaya hindi ko masagot isa-isa.
Tanong ka lang.
Okay.
Okay, yun lang po yung punto ko. Yun lang po yung punto ko, yung challenge sa akin. Okay.
Next presentation is scientific accuracies.
Okay. Scientific accuracies. Dito po, medyo yung problema rin ako. Pakiclarify ko. Kasi, ang nangyari po, meron po akong nabasa ng mga scientific accuracies sa Quran. Okay, but ang problema ko po, sa dami ng scientific accuracies, what if kung merong isang scientific inaccuracy? Hindi po ba sapat na yun para ma-cancel out lahat? Kasi Allah, for being all-knowing and the creator of everything, alam niyo po lahat. Okay, now, ito po yung claim ni Prophet Muhammad. Ipa. Narrated by Abu Hurairah, the Prophet said, if a housefly falls into the drink of any one of you, he should dip in it, in the drink, for one of its wing has a disease and the other has a cure for the disease. So, ano pong pinupunto ko dito? Well, wala po akong problema dito dahil lahat po tayong tao may kanya-kanyang scientific claim na kung paano magbubuo ang ulam, may sarili po akong claim na maaaring mali po. Okay lang po yun. Okay lang po. Yung, ang sinasabi ko lang po dito, meron po tayong lahat na even the Prophet Muhammad na nagkaroon ng scientific claim na mali po. Okay. Next po, yung kay Angel Gabriel naman po. When Abdullah bin Salam heard the arrival of the Prophet at Medina, he came to him, I'm going to ask you about 3 things which nobody knows except a prophet. What is the first potent of the ark? What will be the first meal taken by the people of the paradise? Why does a child resemble its father? And why does it resemble its maternal uncle? Allah's apostle said, Gabriel has just now told me of the answers. So ano po yung answers niya? First portent of the ark will be fire that will bring together the people from east to west. First meal of the people in the paradise will be extra long fish liver. As for the resemblance of the child to its parents, if a man has sexual intercourse with his wife and gets discharged first, the child will resemble the father. And if the woman gets discharged first, the child will resemble her. So, ano pong sinasabi dito? Parang, ang punto ko po dito, may scientific claim si kanina, si Prophet Muhammad na may mali. Okay lang po yun, alam din po, nagkakamali din dahil may kanya-kanya tayong scientific claim. Now, Gabriel has also a scientific claim na alam natin mali. Okay, may kukontra po ba na tama? Okay po? Then, after nun, dating na po ako sa Quran, the scientific claim ng Quran, ngayon po sabi ko nga, wala akong problema sa scientific accuracy. Ngayon po, ang problema ko lang po, yung scientific inaccuracy, yun lang po yung sinasabi ko dito. Kasi as Allah, hindi po siya pwedeng magkamali. Like, all-knowing, the creator of everything. So, let a man, this is from the Quran, galing na po sa Quran, let a man from what he is created from a water gushing forth proceeding between the backbone and the ribs. Verily, Allah is able to bring him back. Okay, water gushing forth proceeding from between the backbone and the ribs. Okay, sorry. Punto ko lang po dito, scientific claim na ang sperm nanggagaling between the ribs and the spine. Okay po? Ngayon po, ang sinasabi ko lang po, ang sinasabi ko lang po, this is one of the scientific inaccuracy. Ngayon, kung may mag-interpret ito na tama, I would listen. Okay po? That is Surah 86, ayah 5 to 8. Okay. Another thing is, I find in the Quran, yes,
medyo request yung ibang audience, one topic, tapos kasi medyo overwhelming.
sige. Tapos nga po, scientific na po. Di ba ito po? Okay. Another scientific inaccuracy, actually, it is accurate. Ito po, accurate po ito, naniniwala ako. So, thereafter, we made him as a nufa in the same logic. Then, we made the nufa into a cloth. Then, we made the cloth into a little lump of flesh. Then, we made out of that little lump of flesh bones. Then, we cut the bones with flesh. And then, we brought it forth as another creation. So, bless we Allah, the best of creators. Naniniwala po, tama po siya dito. Tama po si Allah. Ito nga po yun. Accurate. Ngayon po, ang problema ko lang, yung narinig ko argument, ang claim is, how can this be not paano itong hindi magagaling kay Allah, hindi dapat itong nalaman ng tao before. Okay po? Maliwanag naman. So, kung titignan natin, nalaman na po ito before, hindi lang napag-aralan, Gallus prenatal stages, born in present day, sperm, then plus menstrual blood, unshaped flesh, bone, then flesh grow around bone. So parehas po sila. Pero Gallus was not divinely inspired yet. He knows this, and he says sperm, mother's blood descent around membrane, then coagulates or clog flesh blood through umbilical and bone. Then ito po yung Aristotle, which is nabuhay 350 BC. Sperm, then Caphenia, menstrual clot, then flesh, then bones, then flesh around bones. So, what I'm saying this is, sa Quran na sinasabi po nila na hindi nalaman, there is previous Greek science na nalaman na nila before na naikwento lang, then nandun pa rin po yun. Okay po. Last na po yata to. And they asked about Zulkarnain is, they said to be Alexander the Great. I shall recite to you something of his story. Verily we established him in the earth and we gave him the means of everything. So he followed away until when he reached the setting place of the sun. So there's the setting place of the sun. They found it setting in a stream of black muddy water. And he found near it a people. We said, either you punish them or treat them with kindness. So, ano po yung scientific inaccuracy dito? Number one, merong lugar na nakikita yung sun. Number two, you can actually go into that place. Number three, merong taong nakatira doon. Ngayon, sinasabi nila na, hindi, mali ka ng interpretation. Hindi ganyan ang interpretation yan. Well, according to Sunan Abu Dawud, it is narrated by Abu Dar, I was sitting behind the Apostle of Allah who was riding a donkey. While the sun was setting, he asked, "Do you know where it sets?" I replied, "Allah and His Messenger knows best." He said, "It sets in a spring of warm water." So, ang ibig sabihin, na-interpret na po siya ni Muhammad. So, if you wanna give me another interpretation, then sinasabi lang na mas better interpretation mo kay Muhammad. Nakuha niyo po yung punto ko. Maling science, then, inipiling nila na mali ang interpretation mo, yet, na-interpret na siya ni Muhammad. Malinaw na interpret na siya. Ngayon, the question is, kanino may interpretation yung tao? Tama po ba? Okay, another, ito na po yung last. Verily, we adore the near heaven with the stars for beauty, and to guard against every rebellious devil. So, yung stars daw po, nagbabantay sa mga rebellious devil. They cannot listen to the higher group, angels, for they are pelted away from every side, outcast, and there is a constant torment. Except just as a devil will snatch away something by stealing, and they pursued by a flaming fire of piercing brightness. So, ano pong nangyari? Yung star po, na for beautification, is the same star na sinasabi niya, umahabol sa devil, which is the shooting star. Pero alam natin, well, there's a shorter one, indeed, we adorn the nearest heaven with lamps, and we have made such lamps, missiles, to drive away the devils, and have prepared for them the torment of the blazing fire. So, ang ibig sabihin ko, stars are combination of gases miles away, and it is different from a shooting star. But in the time of Muhammad, yes, they thought that it was the same. The shooting star and the star is the same. Kaya, sinasabi ko po dito na another scientific inaccuracy. Okay na po, sir? Yes.
Okay, brother. Bismillah. Alam nyo,